All right. Recording at 8:59. That's pretty good.
There you go. Well, good morning to you, sir.
Got a ray of sunlight.
Well, that's sunlight's all you. You know, you're the sunlight there, buddy.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well,
Small
from
business Saturday around the country. Around the country, it's Small Business Saturday.
Yeah, that's what we're going to in a little bit here. But I'll tell you what, it's dang cold outside, and I got my cap on because I had to walk outside and check on my dog for a second there. And
yeah,
oh my gosh, it's freezing my butt off. It's yeah, the Northwest, it's cold.
So I got the K for cold. K is for cold today.
K is for cold. Well, you know, it's funny because I was thinking of the letter K earlier. I thought the letter K is the word of the day, and I'm not sure what else I want to do with that. But well, Knowles, there you go. So
yeah,
K, you know, and then I'm okay with that, you know. But
strong letter. It's one of the strongest letters.
Speaking of the strong letters, I'm gonna think here. I think I need something very actually heavy for you there. If this is a strong letter.
Around the country, we all need to support small business. That's what I'm thinking. So, went to a nice place yesterday and had a lunch and support the local business. And you should do the same. Tomorrow is Championship Sunday in the NFL.
Dun, dun, dun.
So
strong is the letter K. The letter K. K is for Kevin. And the only Kevin I can think of, I have friends Kevin's, but the one in the office. I'm okay. You know.
K's also for kickoff, and tomorrow there will be 2 kickoffs for the championship weekend. See who's going to the Super Bowl.
So, ladies and gentlemen, K is the letter of the day. Not the word, the letter.
Where'd you get the hat? Is that Eye Clothing, the hat?
Oh, the hat? Yeah. Eye Clothing. They're a local group. They're a local company here in town. Yeah.
Good guys. I've listened to their podcast. They have a podcast.
Do they?
They've been on podcasts, actually. I've listened to 2 of them. Yeah, good guys. Kids started in high school.
Yeah, they've had that. They've grown it from here down south and some other places. They're doing pretty good. Yeah, I like it. It's cute.
Started out at R.A. Long High School, so there you go.
Really? Well, I'm a lumberjack, so I have to support.
Yeah.
Eye candy. Is it not eye candy? What's it called? Eye clothing. Eye clothing wear. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Yeah. No, I'm all for it. Anything to support local business is the way to go.
When he actually sold out of the trunk of his car at school, things like that. So.
Really?
Yeah, DIY. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
You got a small screen here for some reason.
Oh, you?
You.
Me? Oh, that's because I didn't go sideways completely because I got too much background stuff going on. I got if I turn it sideways, I will be done.
Kitchen's okay.
Then you're at kitchen, you know.
It's okay. You have a kitchen.
Well, I should use my studio, but I was being lazy, so I just figured I'd use right here the small little studio I have, or I can bring it in a little closer. There you go. How's that?
I kind of like that shot. I like the kitchen. And then there's a photo of your dad over your left shoulder. I like that.
There's a photo of my father right there. Photo of my siblings right there. I've got a photo of my kids right here. And I've got those are my kids right here. Actually, this colorful one I made, and with the pound hour back there, and I have a picture of two of my good buddies from my childhood right there. So
yeah,
it's a you know, I like making these mixed tile stuff, and it's just kind of like, why not, you know?
How's that on mixedtile.com?
Mixedtile.com. Yeah, I started making some with from the quotagraphs, remember, but quotagraphs, but but those are over. That's a company that I started with right, and it is basically taking your picture, an old picture of somebody that's your family, whatever, and you memorializing them by putting their own quotes on it. Like you'd buy a picture of like Albert Einstein with his quote on it. we'd make that same thing with your family member. So it's kind of cool, you know?
Yeah, quotagraphs. It's like photographs, but quotagraphs. I like that. It's a good idea. Got to get on that.
Oh, I know. I need to do more of it. My thing is that I wanted to do my some art in my walls with some Albert Einstein, Muhammad Ali.
Bill
Shoot.
Cosby.
There's a lot of little people I enjoy their quotes, you know. And I was gonna brilliant genius people, and I was gonna put them on my walls. And I thought, well, you know what, shit, I don't need pictures of my parents on the wall, so I started making those things instead, you know.
Yeah.
There's silly little quotes like my mom's, which was, you know, ditch diggers need, you know, the world needs ditch diggers too, because the world does need ditch diggers.
That's a good
But
one.
if I'm gonna be lazy and not, you know, do my studying, then I have to basically take a job of less mental power and more physical power, you know. And I didn't do that for a long time, so I was kind of like, oh, I know what she means now. And she did that after seeing one of my told me that after seeing one of my report cards. She goes, oh, it's okay, son, the world needs ditch diggers too. I'm like, what? The world needs ditch diggers too. And it hurt. It was like, oh, Mom, how could you hurt me like that? But speaking of hurting, I'll let you know, you'll be the first to know, everybody out there. I just bought, because I have difficulties with my left hand, of course, doing anything, because of my stroke, you know. So I'm working on therapy and stuff. But I just put an order in for a full-size video game of cruising cars.
Oh, wow.
So I'll be able to utilize my left hand, and I'm going to spend thousands of dollars either on therapy, on some type of therapy, but I guarantee you that if I use only my left hand on driving on that cruising car machine, I will get some of my abilities back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
More
That's a
than
good
I think
idea. You also have another punching bag on a really nice.
I just got another punching bag hanging so I can utilize that a little more too, because it's like my arm, my leg, if I'm not utilizing those things, they'll go to waste. And if I have a punching bag I can do that with, I think I'll get some more ability, some blood flow, at least blood flow.
Totally.
Blood flow is the most important. And if it's not blood flow in my fingers, it'll be blood flow on the floor. I guarantee you that.
Well, and the footwork, having to move your feet to do different punches, even just getting that left hand up to the bag is big.
You know, I was gonna tell you something, Brian. I was wearing a shirt a minute ago, and it had a some prison, Yuma prison t-shirt that I had on. I took it off, but I was thinking about that. I thought about my dad, actually. I thought, I'm pretty unique. Have you the only person? No, I'm not the only person. No, probably not the only person, but one of the only people in the world that have been to a prison with my father and been in a fight with my father. I mean, like,
wow.
Yeah, I've been like, you know, when we got into scrap together, we went to prison together. I think it's fucking hilarious. We didn't really go to prison together, but we went and visited one in Montana one time. We went to the Yuma State Prison, or whatever it's called. It's like a bar actually nowadays, but it's a prison, you know. So it's kind of cool. But I thought after him and I fought together and we went to prison together, wow, we really done the circuit, you know. It's pretty fucking funny, the gambit, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Your father, now, how old was he when he passed away?
He was 64 and a half, almost 65. He was 49 when I was born. So I was only,
wow.
Yeah, I was like 15, almost.
How old was your mom?
My mom was 14 years
14.
younger.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, my mom was 14 years younger than him. So she was 35 when she had me. He was 49.
Wow.
Yeah, I was the seventh born, basically.
Yeah.
So,
14 years younger, huh? Jeez.
yeah.
That was, and they got married.
He was 18. He was 32. She was 18 when he met her, and he was in the service.
Of course.
Soldier.
18-year-old beauty. Yeah, and I guarantee you're a serviceman. Heck yeah. I could see that happening. But 14 years younger for me would be what?
33.
Huh?
33.
33. Yeah, well.
You get some crap for it.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I have a. They
not a
say half
problem.
your age. They say half your age plus 7. I don't know why that is, but half your age plus 7.
It seemed like a big gap when I was a kid, and as I got older, it's not that big of a deal. People do that all the time.
Now, when did your dad get out of the service?
Yeah, it was like 22 and 20 was a thing, or 19 or 18 and 20-year-old it would get married. So 14 years was a big deal back then, I believe.
So when did when your mom when they get married? It says she was 18. You said he was 32.
Yeah, she was 18 and he was 32.
And then when he passed away, how old was she?
Okay, well, 24. She was he was 64, so she was 50. So she lived 23 years as a, single, basically, as a widow. So.
Yeah, and then also, when did he retire from the military or quit?
Like 58, 55 maybe, or 56. Because he got a gas station where 24 Flavors is, and that was in the late 50s. So I think it was in the mid to late 50s when he retired. I think he got in like 1932 when he was like 22.
And what was his full name?
Just Ethan Calhoun, no middle name.
Ethan Calhoun. Hence the reason why you have Ethan Calhoun, Brian Calhoun.
Ethan Brian.
That's something that we both share in common, actually, having to live after our father's names, because my father's name was Lonnie Knowles as well. Mind you, I wasn't a junior per se because my middle name is different. I'm a Lonnie Christian. He's a Lonnie Alfred, but that means I'm Lonnie the second, basically.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm okay with that.
I'm
because
I'm Ethan the second because he had no middle names.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
He had no middle name. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
We go through this little stages of.
They were pretty poor. They couldn't afford it. They were that poor. Very poor. Dirt farmers at one point in Southern Oregon. We're talking real poor. He went through 8th grade. That was a thing back then. That was like graduating now, kind of. Go through 8th grade for like if you're a farm worker or whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're a farm worker back then, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, that was the last time you were there,
Yeah. Well, 8th grade was a thing that was common. I mean, that was pretty good if you got through 8th grade.
Yeah. That's cool. It doesn't mean he was unintelligent. It just means he didn't know some of the newer math. What he freaking knew.
No, he had to work. It wasn't. It had nothing to do with school. He had to work.
Yeah.
He was on a basketball team, and they only had 5 players. That's all they had. 8th grade team, 5 players.
I never played basketball. I know you're a pretty good basketball player, but I am not.
I never played on a team though, on a school team.
Really?
Yeah, I was wrestling.
Yeah, I wrestled.
Sadly,
I wrestled for
time. Yeah, I was bummed out about that.
I wrestled for many years when I was a kid, and then I did football and martial arts and stuff. But it wasn't like I ever got super spectacular in anything. I think martial arts is probably the funny thing that I recall doing. But
yeah,
I think I'm probably the best at just because it's a single event,
Yeah.
And then wrestling is good too, but you just
tracks an individual.
Yes, it is. This white man can't jump or run, apparently, Actually, I was extremely fast when I saw it at times.
Yeah.
I was a little over chunky, but I was, somebody came after me. I could run faster than anybody you could possibly, nobody could ever catch me through that way. I had dogs chasing me. I had, you name it. I was like Forrest Gump, man. Just gone.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I wasn't really fast. I was quick, but not fast, and I wasn't a great jumper. So pole vault. You have the pole, and you can do things other people.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you pole vaulted?
I pole vaulted pretty well, and the reason I could do well at that is because a lot of people were just afraid to do it, and great athletes just couldn't do it because there was a weird element about it.
Too strong, too weird.
You get thrown. They saw a lot of injuries. You'd see guys flying and not hitting the mats. You'd see guys running into the standards. The bar would smack them in the face. The pole would break. They get gutted. That's not good. If the pole
I never
breaks,
saw anybody get gutted.
I saw a guy, not real bad, but he broke it and landed on a little bit on his right here. And I broke one, and I thought I lost my finger. When I broke it, it cut my finger so bad and made it numb.
Fiberglass sharpness.
Well, when you bend it, yeah, and it just I thought I lost my finger because it was numb and it was covered with blood. But that was in my backyard. That was in my backyard.
Your backyard?
Yeah, I still have a section of the pole with the date on it from 1976.
So, but was this a legalized?
Yes, it was the Kelso High. It was the Kelso High pole that I used, in practice. The coach let me take it home for the summer and some mats and things like that. A bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, actually, those are all good things. I like my workout here. I know the video game that I'm getting, the cruising. It's not. It is a game, 100%, but it's for working out. Oddly enough, it's like when I was a kid, I played video games a lot. I don't play them at all anymore because I can't, and it's just you waste of time. However, if I'm gonna spend my time freaking doing more therapy and being bored and getting, and kind of just losing my, mojo, not my mojo, but
and your edge.
My edge.
Your edge. If you have some video games make you concentrate and think quickly and react.
Yep.
No,
and if I have to utilize my arm, then I'm all for it. I really debated about this morning. I was like, I've been talking about it in my head, but these machines I thought I spent $1,000 on things to do with my hand, and the new ones that the next step up is like $7,000. I'm like, but will it do it? It was not going to do it for me, I don't know if it'll actually help or not. They haven't proven that they actually help too much. The ones on my leg is helping me, yes, but take the chance, have some fun. What's the point in not having a video game in your house? Who hasn't ever wanted a video game in your house? Like shit.
Well, yes. Even if you don't play, somebody comes over and they might be good at it, and that's fun to watch somebody else and learn a little bit.
Well, I think it's the only way to legally drink and drive nowadays, and it'll be fun.
That'd be fun to have people over and let them have a few drinks and see how they do in the driving games. That'd be good. Good.
Oh, for sure. Now the problem with this whole thing is that it's going to require you, the viewer, and Brian Calhoun to pay for it. I'm kidding. No, it's require you to help me set up a place in here in my house for me. She has to come over and help me. I figured, hey, why not? Donations. No, I don't need donations, but I'm gonna need some help moving around.
Setup.
Yeah, setting it up. Yeah, but my friend of mine apparently sells video games for a long time, and I watched him selling and buying things all the time. So I saw that. I asked him. I told him I needed. He goes, boom. He said, because I asked him like about a year ago, and he didn't have anything. And now he goes, I've got a cruising game. You want that? I'm going, yeah.
Yeah, that's
exactly what I want for my hand. Actually, he showed me Off-Road. You play the game Off-Road back in the day? Oh wow. Yeah, he had that up north somewhere, and it was a couple $1,000 or at least $1,000. But I'm like, it has like the 3 different colors. You can drive the truck or whatever, What should be cool?
I'd like a dirt bike video game where you actually have the handlebars.
Yeah, or even the snow Alps.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Snowmobiling and all that.
Snowmobiling, yeah. By the way, I'm gonna tell you right here, because of the delay on certain things, I've got to let you just talk because I feel like I cut you off too often. And I'm sorry about that.
Okay, that's no problem. Oh, yesterday we saw those. They were like snowshoes or chains you put on your shoes. Remember that? At a sporting goods store. So,
well, there's all kinds of cool things. If you need it, it's out there. Well, or you can think about it. Like what I said to you. I said we need to find a problem in the world, you solve it. One of the problems I have with being mostly one-handed right now is I can't cut a loaf of bread without destroying it. I've bought some stuff for that, and we're gonna try it, but can't cut a steak very well. I had to utilize my new, actually my ex-girlfriend, Debbie, she got me this one-handed salad chopper, and you just got to push on it and it chops up all the salad. It's really great. But it works great for steaks. It works fucking great for.
I was gonna say, so that's a good idea.
Yep, it cuts it sideways, so it's great. That's a great thing. But most people don't think about that kind of stuff. What another person needs, you know. So when I saw those tracks, it made me think of something else that a one-handed person could need. What was it I talked about? Do you remember?
The idea that you had something, I can't remember, it was yesterday. You were showing me stuff even in my kitchen that was harder to do. I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. I said we need to make a rock with a brush on it that sticks to your bottom of your, let's say, the bottom of your sink. So a one-handed person can like wash off their dishes and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you were looking at those boot cleaners with the brushes. I can't remember where we were. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because it's just like, it's hard to do that with wash your plates and without breaking something with one hand.
It's almost like a home improvement guy or a working guy. He'll do vices. You almost need kitchen vices in a weird way.
Yeah,
that holds.
There's a lot out there, but I think the nice looking rock with the little brush on it would be great.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, it could be half sponge too. I don't really know. Well,
there's a lot of people that are in your position and need things like that. So that'd be a good service to help people.
I wouldn't want to try to make money off it, but it'd be great to help people,
Yeah. Well, money could go to charity.
Well, money can go to my pocket. I don't care, but.
Well, we could buy Bernie dolls where he's sitting there like this. We're selling the dolls now.
Oh, there's so many memes out there right now. I'm not sure when this will air or anything like that, but if you haven't seen the Bernie memes, and I'm sure everybody has by now, it's ridiculous. But I mean, I can't see. Can I get my pictures? Let's see here. How do I do that?
It'll air later today, but we really aren't promoting it yet. But the raw footage will be on. People can watch us. And then, tomorrow maybe it would be a good day to watch all the footage and put any clips together. Start doing that a little bit after we Zoom. You up for that? He's in another world. He's still shot. You're on a still shot. There's a lot to do today and every day. Got a lot of puffiness around the eyes. Woke up a little late, 7 o'clock. For a while there, I was getting up at 4. And trying 7 right now. We're gonna have to leave you hanging here. Gotta use the restroom. So enjoy the silence and think about what's important in your life. There's a possibility I'll edit this part out. Share screen. Let's see where he is. Okay, are you gone?
Hey, there you are. I don't know what the hell happened to me. I was out and lost in space. I am back. That was weird. I apologize for that.
I told them to have a moment of silence while you were gone. Then I went to use the restroom. So there's a quiet moment, 45 seconds.
Quiet moment? Well, speak quiet moment here. I will.
What happened?
I don't know. I must have pressed the button. I was trying to, I was finger fucking myself. You know what? I can't say that on the camera, but the point is that I was goofing up and I just pressed the button and there I was. I was gone. I was locked out. It was just the weirdest thing in the world. And now I return. So don't call it a comeback. I think I'm good. Am I good? My hair is a fright. Looks like I butchered my sleep. Yeah.
So I think we got about 5 minutes, maybe 10. We can have that gap, and then we can talk about going out to eat breakfast. I got lunch today later, so I'm going to eat as much as I can, and then fight night tonight from Fight Island.
So who's fighting tonight?
Well, it's the return of Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier.
The return of Conor McGregor, eh?
And he's been not a lot of trash talking. He's calm. He's got kids now.
Good. Then he'll probably win because Conor McGregor is really good if he's focused, I think. He talked so much trash before. I could not stand him. I mean, but what's up with my hair? It's crazy. Anyways.
The hat.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You go with the hat.
Yeah, Conor McGregor's trash talking will help build his career and help build the UFC. So
yeah, I had a hat on. That's why my hair's like that. Duh.
Okay. I
forgot about that. Jeez. Anyway,
you need a hat out there today. It's cold.
Yeah, well, I'll grab one. I'm gonna take Max the dog, my doggy dog, to the dog park in a little bit too, as well. So we can do that too. Yeah.
We'll meet up after that. You can stop by here if you want or whatever.
Well, I'll meet you for breakfast and then we'll go from there.
After the dog park?
No, I'll just leave in the car during breakfast and walk around with him. Maybe we'll walk down Commerce with them, actually. You never know. But, I have these bags under my eyes right here.
What's that?
I have bags under my eyes. I don't know why. I have bags under my eyes. And I don't know. I had a good night though. Got my house cleaned pretty good, and still that's part one today, and then part two today. We're finishing up some stuff, but she cleaned up high, went outside, cleaned the windows and stuff, and she climbed all over the roof and did some good stuff. She did great. I was great. My house cleaners, I have to help nowadays.
I can relate to the bags under the eyes. I was at the airport and the lady said, "You want to check your bags?" And I didn't have any luggage. So she was talking about
Right. I never thought I had.
I like this lighting. You can't see.
All right.
It looks like I painted on eyebrows, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Well, if I want to cover my bags, I just gotta do like you and pull my hat down a little more.
Yeah. Well, we were watching somebody, I can't remember, it was a famous person. They didn't look like they had any.
What was that guy's name on the Cosby Show? What was his name? You know what I'm talking about?
That was, he was on Fat Albert. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Amibus the Bubus, he'd say. Amibus the Bubus.
Yeah, he had the hat down over to his mouth only. That was pretty good.
You know how Cosby got him to do that character? He had just slipped something in his drink, and then within 20
Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah. Hey, baby. Yeah, no, that was good. Yeah, and if that's racially inappropriate, I am sorry. That was not my intent. And
there is a story of him in kindergarten where the teacher said the whole class, including her, fell asleep for a while, except for Bill. It was a really weird thing. But
well. You know.
He was a legend in entertainment, though. He did some great shows. He had a show where he played a junior varsity basketball coach before he did the Family Show in like the 70s, and it was.
Is that Leonard Six?
No, it was called like the Bill Cosby Show or Bill's Show.
The Bill Cosby Show.
I think it was just the Bill Cosby show.
You know, my favorite part of Bill Cosby is, honestly, I would say Eddie Murphy imitating him in the Raw concert that he did. He was like, you know, it was actually, no, it was Eddie Murphy imitating Bill Cosby. No, Eddie Murphy imitating Richard Pryor imitating Bill Cosby.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was him. He said, you know, Bill Cosby called, or he said Richard called and said, I want you to know you talk to that Bill Cosby again. And he says something, and he goes, you tell him to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. I don't know. That's always stuck in my head. But it was a good one. It was because Richard Pryor was absolutely a genius.
Well, yeah, I mean, Eddie Murphy looked up to him big time. It was cool. I'd like to hear those conversations if they ever had recordings or interviews of those two talking. Eddie Murphy.
That would be fantastic. That would be awesome. I'll have to look into that because I never thought about that. But yeah, no, they are great. And both those guys are phenomenal. But Richard Pryor, I think he seemed accidental to me. And because I didn't know this as a kid, but what it takes for somebody to become an actual comic and make money and to do so well, there was nothing accidental about anything. He knew what the hell he was doing every moment, you know. I'm sure he was scared as hell, and that's how he got into drugs because of that. But his jokes were all timed, and you know, 'cause he'd always like fall into the joke type of thing. But no, those were all intentional, you know.
Oh, you know, a good thing to watch is there's a Joe Rogan interview where he talks about late in Pryor's career. He was at the Comedy Store, and Joe Rogan.
Who's this? I'm sorry. Richard Pryor's career?
Yeah, Richard Pryor was old and really in bad health, and Rogan would have to introduce him and then come on after him. So he got to work with him every day for like 3 weeks.
Joe Rogan did?
Yeah, he was his opening guy at the Comedy Store and kind of made sure he had everything he needed and his stool and all that or whatever, because I think he was sitting down. He had to sit by then. He was really sick at the end, but Rogan got 3 weeks to be with him every night.
No, that's very cool. Now, Richard Pryor died from what was it?
MS, I think.
Is it MS or ADL or something like that? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, and that was after burning himself to death, you know, so that's pretty good, you know.
Well, he made a good career out of that. He went on Carson after he was burnt, you know, and coming back. And
he did, and he did a movie after that actually, and it was JoJo Dancer, Your Life Is Calling. It's a great movie.
That is a good movie. It
was about him as a child, and then him having his little hair blown up like a match, and I heard a comedian talk about it once before, where he basically was taking 151 and drinking 151 straight, and he basically lit himself on fire right there with a cigarette or something like that.
Yeah.
And poof, and as you know, it was accidental, not intentional, apparently. Yeah. And he
did a movie right around that time called Bustin' Loose, and they shot a lot of it in Ellensburg and Yakima.
Oh, Ellensburg, Washington?
Yeah, in Yakima.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was wild.
I remember Busting Loose. It was him on the chain gang, right?
Well, they're in a bus. It was like they were in a bus with kids somehow. I don't know if he was a social worker or something. And then it was pretty
pedophile, social worker, or whatever.
Well, he was a good guy. There was a girl that was trying to make a move on him, and he was trying to help her with her life. Say, you can't be that way. You're a child. You know, you're a teenager. Don't sell yourself short. And it was pretty cool.
Oh, well, that's cool. Maybe I'll have to watch that again
Bustin' Loose. He's a good actor. Pryor.
Oh, he is a good actor, but I think I'll have to go back and watch that because it was probably 1978 that came out. I think
something like that, I was at Ellensburg, so it was 79 or 80. It was right around the time that he got burned.
Well before my comedy life actually started. So
it came out in 80, I think, a few months before he got burned. It was around that time. So yeah, I'd like to see it again just to see the locale.
Well, I'll project it from here, and then you can see it in Kelso. We'll put it on the moon or something. We can check it out.
I was thinking about that last night. I could watch the fight and have a Zoom going and have my camera pointed at the TV, and people could Zoom and watch it. But I'm
Well,
not
I
gonna do
think there's
that.
something illegal about that, but
That's
other than
what I
that, we're
mean.
good.
It sounds illegal, so I won't do it because they're
It
really
sure, certainly does.
they're cracking down on streaming, illegal
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah, I've heard that too. In the bathroom, it's like you can't have a full stream. It's got to stop every few seconds. I don't know. You know, it's funny about that. Some people can just go consistently from beginning to end, and some people have to stop all the time. And I don't get that myself. I'm up pretty much from the beginning to end for the most part, and then maybe 5 minutes later I have to do it again. But some people are just like, doop, doop, doop. I don't know. It's weird. People's bowels are different, and people's yeah.
It's an
But
interesting. It's an interesting question because basically, if I pay for the fight, I can have my friends come over and watch it. But during the pandemic, they can't come over. Why can't they? I let them watch it on my Zoom as part of my party without coming here. It might be illegal as long as I'm not promoting it to the masses to watch it on. Like if you came on and Zoomed, I don't know if that'd be a problem because we have social distancing right now.
yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah,
pretty odd to me.
one thing they've cracked down on is people used to point the camera at the broadcast of the fight and have it streaming live. Well, they cracked down on that. You can have it in the background, but you can't see the TV screen. Like I
Well,
can't show the TV screen during my live stream.
I thought that's what you're talking about. I thought
No,
this
I'm
belonged
talking
to
about a Zoom, just a Zoom where you look, instead of seeing me right now, you see the fight.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's
So we
different.
go
'Cause that's
zoom, zoom,
just for
zoom.
friends. But yeah,
Yeah.
guys were actually putting a live stream on there. Oh, you're gone. So that's a good question. Can you set up a Zoom, a couple friends that can't come over because of social distancing? I buy the fight. I point my webcam at the TV screen. Fight's going on. My friends can hear me. We can talk, and they basically get to watch the fight like they were here. I don't think it's the same type of thing as live streaming a shot of your TV screen. That's considered piracy. I know that. So. In fact, YouTube outlawed that. If you try to do it, I think they just get rid of you. They take you off immediately. But a lot of guys will watch the fight and comment on it, where you can. It's in the you the viewer don't see the fight, but we're watching it. These guys, they're watching it, and they comment on it. They do that with football too. Two guys watching the Seahawks game and they're talking about it and they have graphics, but we, the viewer, can't see the screen. So I think I'm going to shut this down in a minute. I'm going to say, well, now I got to stick around and see where he went. We're almost 45 minutes. We might go the pound hour, including interruptions. I do like this background, even though a little ray of light comes. That's kind of cool. On days when it's not as sunny, there'll be less of that. Let's see what he's doing. All right, when Lonnie gets back, we're going to do the Rochambeau, the boom, boom, boom. I'm thinking about going boom, 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 but I don't know. He does scissors a lot. It's a daily thing. I'll be right back. Where the hell are you? We lost you. I'm thinking about shutting this thing down. Okay. I'm going to shut her down. Here's what I would have done. Boom, boom, boom. So I went scissors. We'll find out what he went and see who won. signing off. Until we meet again.